Well, the plants are blooming, folks. They've got plenty of flowers on them. Our apple trees come into full flight here, as you can see. Now you can see the frame that I've built over it. This is over the last few years that I've been covering it once the flowers finish, just to reduce the amount of codling moth that gets attacked. Now, we've spoken about how to treat it, and this is one of them, putting the bird netting. This is the wildlife-friendly bird netting. I've got the black one here now. It's come out in a new shape and size, or colour I should say. So that's a 4mm aperture. You can't really see because it's really small, but that's the one you've got to use if you live in Victoria. They're the new regulations just to protect the wildlife, the birds, they don't get tangled up. I know in the other states they can still install the 10mm, I think it's 10mm or even larger aperture opening on them. So yeah, if you're in those states, just make sure you keep it nice and tight, don't have it loose draped over the tree. Now this framework that I've done here is using steel Rios. This one's going to be driven down in the ground, it's become a little bit wobbly, and a poly pipe over the top, arched over the top, and in the middle normally tape it up or tie it together so that they can sort of become a bit more rigid. One thing you should do is not install the netting before the flowers finish. Like this tree here in particular, it's still flowering and that's going to need a good prune actually. I've been resisting and taking out some of the branches, but we've got so many intertwining branches on this thing here, the fruit can't possibly grow to its full maturity or size. So I will be thinning out some of those and creating a bit more of a sculptured look. But on this side here, this is the plum tree. And now this tree has got two parts to it. That's right, I grafted this once. I didn't even tape it up. Is it still alive? Is it given up the ghost? I think it's given up the ghost. Anyway, yep, it's given up the ghost. Back on the topic here, this tree here has got a very productive side, and as we spoke about this in the past, the rootstock or something else that's just not producing fruit. Although, have a look closely here. All these here, yeah, they're holding on. This is all, some of them are, or most of them I should say. Lots of different flowers here, or fruit now that's set. There we are, there's the fruit there. Now in the past we've only had about 2 or 3 fruit on this side, and I've been swearing at it that I'm going to cut it right down and remove it if I don't get any fruit. Now it may be just the rootstock fruit and very insignificant, but we won't know until we get something off it. But on this other side here, we've got lots of flowers, all finished now, and lots of fruit. Literally, if you look up there with the blue sky in the background, you can see them all hanging off the branches, and I'm pointing up there, you're looking down here. That's great. It's just an amazing sight. We're talking hundreds, literally hundreds of plums on here. Now we did prune this out in winter and summer and winter to get rid of as many crossover branches, and I think I did pretty well. About 80%, I'd say 90% there. There's a couple here that I've got to deal with, but here you can see it's nice and airy. We can get through all here. We've got enough sunlight getting through in this section here as well, and there, and the middle is opened. And we have got a small opening here to get into the middle, folks. That's vital. You know, the funny part about this whole segment is, this wasn't the topic. The topic was bird netting over the top of this tree here, and I'll show you that at the end. I'm not going to build it now. But anyway, let's get back into this part here. Getting into the middle of the tree like this is what you need to be able to do with all your trees, so you can get in there and thin them out and do all the maintenance that you need to do when it's required. So cut yourself an opening, not a very obvious opening, but enough for you to be able to squeeze in, like I have in here. There's a couple of little branches that I may have to remove later on, but perfect, just perfect. And that's what we've got to do, I think, with this Granny Smith. I think, yeah, this is the spot here actually, but I've got some more branches coming through now. So here's my other opening. Do I look pretty in here? Is it nice and comfortable there, sweetheart? Oh, yeah, lie down. Come on, lie down, lie down. She struggles to lie down, the alpha she is. Come on, you can trust me. It's okay. That's it. Oh. And while Cara's keeping my bird netting nice and warm, what I've got here, folks, is a Flexi Garden Frame. They've come back with a new design. Now, Flexi Garden Frame builds frames out of PVC pipe over your veggies, if you like, your garden beds, and in this case here, we're talking about a tree, and I don't know if I'll cover this entire tree, but I haven't thrown a tape measure on it. So the idea is that we can build a 2.4 by 2.4, that's a 2.4 square by 2.8 high tree frame with a bird netting that's actually designed and manufactured to fit that, or that's been designed to fit that netting. Either way, they're a match made in heaven apparently. So what we've got here are all these pipes. We've got the hub, And I took the liberty to play around with this with the workshop group the other day, just to help me to see if I could pull this together. And it's actually not that bad once you've done one. So you've got the hub in the middle. Now we've got two types of legs, or two lengths of legs. That's the long one and that's the short one. Don't ask me the measurements exactly. So that's what I'm doing for the top section. Putting the two of the same length. That's not the same. That's the upright. Yeah. So I'm 2.1. That's 2.4. Yeah, good. We've got the central hub here, and I'm going to stick this one here on the one that's angled, on the lug that's pointing downwards. So that's 1, 2, 3, and number 4. So we've got our roof organised. Now we're going to put the uprights on. Let's do one on this side. That's it there. You can see we've got the elbow already installed in one of them, and that's how we join these together. Beautiful. So we've got the 4 on, and now I'm going to try and keep this to sit upright so I can feed the netting over the top. I've got the spike in one leg here, folks. In all honesty, I think you need at least 2 people to be able to build this. I'm going to give it a go on my own. This guy there, I don't know. There's no words to describe what I'm thinking. Oh, there you go, folks. Mr. Cameraman decided to help me. And we actually got it over quite easily. Now, surprisingly, I mean, the tree is this, well, it's 2.4 square, and that's 2.8 high in the middle, but you can see on this side we've got a lot more height in the growth, which is going to be a bit difficult with the netting, I think. And we're just giving it a trial to see how it goes. Now, building the frame is one thing, getting the netting over the top is another. Only concern is the branches are too high here. And it's perfect on this side, so we've got a couple of little wispy branches on top and just a little bit here that's sticking out from the side, but we can get the netting over the top on this quite safely. It's going to be touching on the other side. But hey, sweetheart, will you get off this bird netting for me? Hey, come on, get up, up, up. Good girl. Come over here, come over here. Oh, yes you are, coming over here. Don't you lick my face now, not on camera. Okay, we're holding hands. Come on, over here now. Here he comes, here they come. Okay, saliva faces are here. Come on, no more, no more. All right, that's enough. Move, move, move. Good girl, move. Up, no, it's not your bed now. Please, I didn't bring this here for you to sit on. Come on, move, move, move. Move, move. I need it. No, Cara. Hey, Cara. No, Cara. I'm being very polite now, you know that. No, you can't have it. Get off, come on. Get off. All right, come on. This way, please. Move. No. She's claimed it. She has claimed it. Well, there you go, folks. What can I say? Dog bed, fruit. Yeah, that's another dog there. So, do I get fruit? Do I keep the dog? Do I happy? Wife happy? Cara happy? Dog bed, keep her outside? No, she'll still come inside. Hey, you gonna get off? Up? Come on, get up. Good girl. Come over here. This way. Come over here. Come over here. Come here. Good girl. That's it. Good girl. Move. Leia. Good girl. I think I got it. You know, this is why we say you got to keep your trees short, smaller, a little bit smaller. Vasily, I've got to cut that down as well. That's why you should be cutting your trees down now. This is as big as a tree that you should have growing in your garden. Admittedly, some folks want them bigger because of shade. They need to cast some shade, but at the end of the day, if you're doing it for production, you don't want it any bigger than this. This is as big as you need it to be. And again, I've got to cut this side down, but that's the side that's grown really far. Oh no, here we go. I've taken too long. See what's happened? I talk too much. All right. Here we got it on. Considering we've got a tree that needs to be pruned down. So actually, the tree is oversized for this netting, folks, or this frame. But at the end of the day, You know, I wanted to trial and see if it can work, and if you've got a tree that's not touching the netting, it'll be perfect. It will work a treat. It really will. Yeah, it's only because it's touching on the sides, that's why it's a little bit irregular in its shape and formation. And we've got the granny on this side, and I'm breaking branches as I'm doing it. And there are also these little clips that go straight over the top and hold the netting onto the post there for you. Now here is my problem. This is where it's sticking out a bit too much. And I'm not one to like to have my branches and leaves rubbing against the netting. But we're going to trial it out for now and see what happens. We need a paper clip of some sort here to hold this close together, because that's pushing it out, or otherwise I might just have to prune this off. That's the other thing you've got to factor in. If you're going to go down this path only because you've got problems with wildlife, you know, birds, and, you know, just want to deter possums and rodents getting in there, and look, it's not going to stop them 100%, but it may deter them more so than you can expect, and, you know, be quite surprised how effective it is. Do prune them back like this, because it's just not good for the tree. No matter which way you look at it, you'll get some fruit off it here, but at the end of the day, you know, I've got literally hundreds on here. Why torture the tree on the outside so I can have another 10 fruit off this, where long term it's just going to cause more problems for me? So I'll go around and give this a light prune, I think, because I kind of like it. I want to see how long it lasts in Lethbridge. I've put it behind the big hedge, mind you folks, because otherwise out in the paddock, I reckon about 3 seconds, max 3 seconds with the winds we've been having. But for those areas where you've got small spaces or protected environments where you don't get high winds, by all means, the tree frame. Now, it's not out yet, not that I know of it is. This is the 2.4 by 2.4 square, that is, by 2.8 high, wildlife-friendly boxed bird netting. It could almost work as insect netting as well. So that is coming out, or is out now, in black, normally in white. And these frames here, well, they'll come into circulation. If you are interested in these and you want to give it a go, it took me the best part of about 5 minutes to put the netting over the top, so to give you an idea. Email us or message us below here, just comment if you're interested. We'll bring some in and we'll get them into circulation and see how we go with them. Another way to protect your garden. Nice and simple, no sprays needed. Check out our website, vasilisgarden.com. We are running our superfood special till the end of the week, so take advantage of it. And check out our outlets. We've got plenty in Victoria and a couple in South Australia. I was about to say New South. That's coming up next, folks. From me, Vasili, Maresi.